How's it going, everybody? Welcome back to Transport Fever 2. Welcome back to, I think this is Aerith, and welcome back to the Transport Empire that never sleeps. I don't know. There was a third welcome back to. I knew what was coming. I didn't know what I was welcoming you back to, but it was apparently the Transport Empire that never sleeps. Anyway, we have some work that we need to get done today, and it's going to continue to be with these new towns that we've been focusing on as of late, because I realized that we have some demands. Penrith, for example, wants construction material. So we should probably do something about that. And then as well as that, Aerith wants construction material. Ealing wants construction material. Blackburn wants construction material. Now, admittedly, Ealing and Blackburn are both getting construction material, so that's not too bad, but we have a bit of an excess of it up here. And so what I was thinking was that we can just start to move this down to Aerith and Penrith. And I could use trains to do it, but I'm just going to use trucks because that's what I've been using this entire time. And because I may or may not have gotten a little bit carried away between episodes and decided to build a new road. So not only have I built a new road that connects Penrith all the way up to Aerith right here via this tunnel that you can see, but it continues all the way up to Heswall, which is of course next to this good old construction materials plant right here. So that's a pretty good connection that we have going. I've also gone ahead and upgraded a lot of the roads in the middle of quite a few of these towns, to be quite honest. So Heswall has a higher density road. It's got more lanes, essentially. Same with Aerith. It now has a 2-lane road coming all the way in here. It has this 3-lane road going through the middle. And I think I did the same thing in Penrith as well. I moved this road along. So the main way into Penrith used to be this road that goes along the tracks here, but I decided to divert that down with a nice 4-lane road going through the middle. It goes to a 6-lane road in the middle of town, and then it goes back down to 4 and then 2 as it goes to a dirt road. But that road also has this connection that leads up towards everything that I just said. So Penrith is set up to be pretty good here. Penrith should be all right. And so what I want to do is start bringing some construction materials down in here. So let's go to buildings, let's go to truck unload stop, and we are going to be looking construction materials to go, I want to say here probably is the best spot for it. So we'll go ahead and get that set up, and that is a decent little bit of coverage. And then the same thing with Aerith as well. Aerith actually wants a lot of construction materials. It was one of the original demands for this town. So what we'll do is have construction materials come down here. We'll have construction materials go to here, and we'll have them go to here as well and then back out, and that should be fine. So what we'll do is go to new line. We want to go all the way up to this guy, and we want that to go all the way down to Aerith. So 1, 2, and I think that was the third stop right there. We'll change that out to road cargo, Aerith, and we'll do brick delivery on this one. And that should be just fine. What's the color for this place? It is that lovely green color on the left right there. So we'll get some vehicles for that in a second. What we also want to be doing is going to new line again, starting up here. And this is going to be road cargo. It's going to be Penrith, and it's going to be construction materials delivery. Now, for the life of me, I can't remember where it needed to go. So let me have another look here. It's this one down here. So add a station right about there. Trucks come in, trucks go out. Everything's perfect. Road cargo, good old Penrith, and it is brick delivery. And by the looks of it, it's going to be this sort of burgundy color, but I just want to double check and make sure that is in fact the color. It isn't the color. It is actually this one. So that is situated now as well. So all we need to do is go and get ourselves a few trucks and start moving some bricks down there. So let's go to here. Let's get ourselves some new vehicles. Let's go to cargo, and we are going to be using the truck with side stakes. We'll get 10 of them to start with, and that is going to be, it's moving bricks, so we'll make them that color, and we'll put those on the, which one was it? Ealing brick delivery. I think it was Aerith brick delivery for 1, and then a second set of trucks. We'll get another 10 of them right there. We'll go ahead and paint them up in that same color, and we'll send them down to Penrith, which is going to be all the way down here. Brick delivery. There we go. So those guys can go and do their thing. I'm hoping it's not going to be too crazy for traffic around here, but I think what I'll do is just go ahead and upgrade this road to have a few more lanes on it, just so things are a little bit less chaotic. And honestly, that entire road could probably do with a bit of a change. So let's just really quickly just cut all of this right back, cut all of this. It is going to interrupt some lines, but that's fine. I'm going to cut all of this right back as well and just sort of force these vehicles into a couple of different spots because it's just not a great looking, it's not a great looking road. It's not a great looking road and it could be a better looking road. So bring this guy sort of around like this and then bring this guy sort of, once I figure this out, sort of straight through here is kind of what I'm thinking. So straight through like that. We'll have this guy come straight off of there and we can hopefully connect these guys together in a way that's not going to be too bad. That looks okay to me. Then all I need to do is reconnect everything else. So let's grab a medium country road and connect you to right about there. And then this guy is going to be connected to right about, I want to say there. We'll upgrade this road and just make sure everything is overlapping, which I think it is. So everything's still functioning. It's just a nicer looking road. It has a few more lanes. It's hopefully going to help things out with traffic. And what I'm going to do, I think, is go ahead and just extend a few of these platforms. I'll pause while I do it as well because the game tends to allow this a little bit quicker if I keep it paused while I'm doing this kind of thing. So we'll get a few more platforms here just for a bit more room to play with. And then I suppose we're probably fine. We can probably move some of these guys to different terminals. So you to terminal 2. And it looks like everything does in fact have its own terminal, which is fantastic. So that works. That should be just fine. We should be good to sort of just run things and see how it turns out. We do have a pretty good supply of slag going up there as well. So all in all, we should be able to do this. We should be just fine to start moving that extra bit of brick down there. But that's not the only thing I want to do. I was having a bit of a look around and noticed as well that places like when Chelsea want tools. And then we've got places like Penzance that want tools as well. I don't know why I said it so fancily, Penzance. They both want tools. And there's a lot of places around here where we could make tools. We actually have 3 places around Penzance where we could make tools. So I kind of want to do that, basically. That's kind of where I'm at. I want to give these guys some tools and maybe some bricks as well. I want to start running some buses down to these places too, just to get them connected to somewhere like Penrith. And I think that'll be pretty good. Hodston, for example, wants bricks as well. So we could start running bricks down even further. But what might not be a terrible idea is to find a new spot to create bricks and ship them out. So for example, this place over here, if we could get some slag down here, we can make a bunch of brick. Conveniently, we can get slag from right here. The only issue is coal and iron, which admittedly, conveniently, there's iron right here. So that's not really an issue, and coal is nowhere to be seen, but I can probably import it. The point being, I want to just move more things to more places. I want to kind of, look, the last episode title was Back to Basics. That's for a reason. I'm kind of enjoying going in here and making these little busy lines. I like things to be busy. So I do want to get tools and I do want to get bricks and I want to move them down to Penzance and Hodston and Winchelsea as well. So that's kind of my goal. So in terms of tool production, we do have a few choices. We could do steel, but if we do steel, that's going to require iron and that's going to require coal, and that's going to be a whole thing. But it is 1 steel to 2 tools versus 1 plank to 1 tool. So I think with that in mind, we should probably look into steel production for the tools. Now, conveniently, we have got some steel production right here. That is an option. It's also going to give us slag, but I think what I'm going to do is kind of circle back down to here, because if I can make these bricks down here, I can get them over to Selby. I can take those up to Hodston. I can take them to Penzance, and that'll be a separate little brick production. So all I need to do, and I'm apologizing if I'm talking fast here. I may or may not have had a couple of energy drinks today because it's, at the time this video goes out, I'm probably in the States. I've talked about it in some of the other videos on the channel. I've talked about it on Twitter, Twitch, and on the YouTube community page as well. I'm going to be in the States for like 3 weeks. I'm trying to get as much work done. I'm trying to do a month of work in a week, and I've had a couple of energy drinks today, and so I'm a little caffeined out of my skull. Anyway, I apologize if I'm like talking at 1,000,000 miles an hour. I'm going to try to reel it in a little bit. Now, as I was saying, if we can get some brick production down here, we can take those bricks and deliver them up to here, which is good. We have 3 towns that want bricks, so that's fantastic. We have 2 towns in this area, so we have Selby, we have Penzance, and we do have Winchelsea that want tools. So My thinking, we make steel down here. We use the slag as an, you know, what do you call it? Whatever. We use the slag to make the bricks. The bricks can go out to wherever they need to go. The steel itself can be carried up to here, where we can make some tools. And that'll be kind of fantastic. And then those tools can go out and do what they need to do as well. So long story short, we have some iron right here. We have some coal up there. So that might be the way to go. In fact, this steel mill here might be just as good. It's a little bit closer to the tools production. It's a little bit further away from the bricks production, but I'm not really too concerned about that. So, oh man, I could use a boat. I could use a boat to bring the coal over. As silly as that would be, I kind of want to do it because it's ridiculous. It's absolutely ridiculous. I've also, ooh, we have like interchanges now. I forgot that you unlock these eventually. That's kind of cool. You can also have more lanes. You can have like a big old radius on it. That's pretty cool, man. That is really cool. You can scale these as well. That's really, really neat. I forgot that this was like a thing. Good Lord. Anyway, I kind of want to do boats. We don't have any boats right now. So, I mean, why don't we do a boat to get the coal over here? That seems like a great idea. That seems like, it's ridiculous. It is ridiculous, but I'm going to do it anyway because we have enough money and it's just right across the water. So this is so dumb. This is so dumb, but we're doing it. So there's a couple of docks. We need a shipyard as well. So the shipyard can live there. And then I just need to connect these guys to the roads. Unfortunately, I have a feeling that this is going to be too far away. So I'm actually going to need trucks to go back and forth here, kind of annoyingly, but I'm willing to give this a shot. So that actually connects straight down there. This guy is going to connect straight through there. Are these guys too far apart? They're not. Oh my God. They're actually connected. That's perfect. Oh no. This is actually going to work. This is ridiculous. I know those will work. They're pretty close together. So these guys, yep. That's this is so dumb. This is so dumb. So from there to there, this is, I guess, boat cargo, and it's coal to steel is what we're gonna call it. This is so silly. I actually love it though. I really do. And it doesn't have a name. Where is this? Hodston, I guess. Let's do that color. And it's boat cargo. It's HODDESDON. Hodston coal to steel. Let's also change out that color for like, I don't know, bright blue. We'll go for the strong blue there. That should be fine. So that's how we're gonna move those things back and forth. That's so silly. That is so silly, but I love it. And then we have the iron ore mine up here, so we're not gonna go too crazy with that one. It's gonna be much simpler. So what we'll do is get ourselves a building. We'll get ourselves a truck station. I'm still a little I'm a little hyped about this. I've been wanting to use boats for a while. I'm pretty sure I said at the start of the series that half the reason we've gone for this style of map is so I can use boats. And I haven't used them so far, so this is good. This is progress. Even if this isn't necessarily how I intended to use the boats. It's so silly. It is so silly. It really is. Anyway, here's what we're gonna do. Can I put this guy? Where can I put this guy? Hold on. Let me close this port thing. Let me see you. So if I put this guy down here, that is actually connected, which is good. A little bit of a distance away from the road as well, so I can upgrade the road. So we'll do that. And that's where the iron is going to come in. And then the steel needs to go out. So the steel is going to go out and up to here. So what we'll do is just get a bunch of platforms for this, and it should be fine. I'm actually going to do right about there, I think, for this guy. And that should be all right. So the steel goes up to there, and then the tools are going to go to the likes of Penzance. So the tools can go, honestly, probably right about there should be fine, or right about there should be fine. So we'll do something like that. We'll loop it around. That'll be the tools delivery. This guy wants tools as well. So let's do that. Let's get tools right into the middle of Kesgrave. Let's get tools right into the middle of Selby as well. So that should be pretty solid. we can get tools right into the middle of, what was the other one? It was Winchelsea as well. So tools to the middle of good old Winchelsea, and that should be fine. So now I just need to set up the lines, and now I just need to get the vehicles, and then we're good to go. So let's very quickly go ahead and do that. All right, so now that all of the lines are set up, or at least I think they're all set up, what we can go ahead and do is get ourselves a road depot of some sort into, I suppose, Selby. And the industrial area of Selby seems to be where exactly? Where the hell are they? Ah, there they are. All right, so we can do this thing, I guess back here will be just fine. So we'll get it right about there. And what we can do is just get ourselves a bunch of vehicles. So we want to be moving iron. We'll grab, say, 10 of these guys, and we'll paint them up in orange, and they are going to be moving. Man, can I set this so I can only see the lines that are relevant? Is that a, can I? No, I can view them here, but in the list, oh, it shows me everything. Okay. So we're looking for Selby. We have to go all the way down, and it's iron to steel. So that should be iron production going, which it absolutely is. The next thing we want to do is going to be steel to tools. So steel can be moved in the back of a truck with side stakes. We'll go ahead and grab 10 of those as well. We'll paint them up in, let's say that color, just because I can. And that is going to be another Selby line. So it is right about here, steel to tools. And then tools delivery, I realize, well, actually, hold on a minute. I almost wonder if it would be more beneficial to swap these guys out, because here's the thing. Steel to tools and tools delivery are going to the same place. So if I change steel to tools to delivery, I guess, right? And then we go into our line manager and we get rid of tools delivery completely. What we can do is manage this line, and then after Penzance transfer, this guy comes down, stops there, and goes about its business. So all I need to do is manage those vehicles and swap them out for the one with the tarpaulin so it can, you know, carry everything. And that should be fine. The rate is still pretty low, but that's okay. That's one less line, which is kind of what we're looking for. So that's iron to steel, steel to tools. I guess we need a boat now. So let's buy a cargo boat. And what have we got for options? We've got quite, this one seems too big. This seems, this seems a little ridiculous. This one can do coal though. So I'm going to buy one and I'm going to paint it. I don't know if it matters what color I paint it, to be quite honest. Let's paint it, bright green. I really don't know. Bright red, why not? And we'll put it on that line. Unable to find a path. No path for big ships. Oh. Hold on a minute. Do I have to upgrade this? So cargo, small dock, large dock. All right. I don't know how this works. I really don't know. So that's a large dock right there. And configure you, get rid of you, and a large dock right there. So is that now good? Could not connect all stations. Oh dear. Oh dear. Hold on a minute. Let me look at you. Manage the line. What's going on here? Can I just remove both of these guys? So you start there and you go to there. Could not connect all stations. That's concerning. It's got me a little bit concerned. Doesn't seem to want to play nicely. Oh man. Have I done this in such a way that the boats actually can't get in there? Is that what's going on? I'm starting to feel that's what's going on. Oh no. Hold on a minute. Can I do like a large dock there, a large dock there? Let's see if that does it. I really don't know. Really, I'm gonna make this work. I'm telling you that right now. One way or other, I am making this thing happen. Wait, that fixed it. You're kidding me. Wait, no, it didn't. There's hold on a minute. Wait, did I? Oh, I get. Oh. Hold on a minute. I forgot the landing. That was my problem. All right. So a landing right there. And I guess I don't need these guys anymore. No, don't delete the whole thing. Just delete those bits and put the landing right there. Okay. So now add station you and you. All right, we're good. Do I have a boat? I do. Put you there. Is that now generating coal? It absolutely is. Oh my God. This is the dumbest thing I've done. We have a giant cargo ship going back and forth in this lake. This explains the giant cargo ship that's in the lake in I'd say the current Cities Skyline series, but there hasn't been an episode of it in like a month, and there's not gonna be for another month at least because I'm in the United States. But it is current. I'm not abandoning it. I am gonna get back to it, and there's like new DLCs I have to check out as well. It's just that I'm not in the country right now. Anyway, we have that going back and forth. That's steel production done. That's tool production done. So let's just go and buy. I mean, we're moving tools, so give me 20 of these guys. Give me that color for the trucks. And I don't want to put 20 of them. I want to put 5 at a time. So I want 5 of them on, let's go to Selby. Actually, let's do, oh man, I can't remember the towns that we're going to. It's Penzance, Selby, Winchelsea, and Kesgrave. So I guess what we're looking for is Kesgrave first, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So we get to old Kesgrave here, and then the next one, I suppose, is going to be Penzance. So right there, we want to grab another 5 right there, and the next one is going to be Selby, I suppose. So all the way down to S, which is here. So actually, Selby's already covered. So the next one is just Winchelsea, and then the remaining 5 can go. I don't really care where the remaining 5 go, to be quite honest with you. So let's just do the remaining 5 to, I guess, just Penzance is what we'll do. Actually, no, that's a really short journey. Let's do the remaining 5 to Winchelsea, Kesgrave. It really doesn't matter. Really doesn't matter because we're gonna have to rebalance these anyway. We'll do the remaining 5 to Kesgrave, and everything should be fine. So we'll get those guys moving. That's going to be steel production, or well, it's steel production, tools production, tool delivery. That's all covered. All we need to do now is move the slag from here down to here, and then deliver those bricks to Selby and Hodston, Penzance, and so on. So that's good. That's exactly what we're looking for. Let me go ahead and get some truck unload stops. And what we'll do is have the trucks go to, I'm going to say there for Hodston. For Penzance, they're honestly fine where they are. I'm not gonna lie, they're pretty solid. But I think what we'll do is just put one there because I can, and that'll be all right. So that's Penzance covered. Selby is next. Selby honestly can have its brick delivery here, and I think that's all 3 of them. I think that's all I was looking for. So now let's just set up some lines to move the slag down to where it needs to go. So from there, I don't actually have a station down here yet, so my bad. Although I'm also realizing I can use the same trucks to bring the bricks to Selby, so this will be kind of good. Let's get a truck station. We'll just do, I think we're only going to need 3 platforms, so we'll do it sort of this way and see how this plays out. It might be a bad idea, but we'll give it a shot. We'll put the thing here, go back into line manager, add a station right here. And then we want to stop on the way back, which is perfect. So this is road cargo. It is Selby, and it is, I swear, if this place ends up being pronounced Selby, I'm going to be so annoyed. Slag, so slag to bricks, or slag to brick to delivery is what we'll call it. And then Selby is just nice and bright pink there. So that's that sorted out. What we're going to do is make sure it's loaded up to only grab, that is oil sand. I'm looking for slag, I think is that one. Yes, it is. And then we want to unload the slag here, load up on bricks, and then unload everything at Main Street. So that should be everything covered for Selby. The new line is going to be from here going all the way to, which is going to be the first one, Hodston, I guess. I don't even know if that's connected right now. It absolutely is. Oh my God, that is, where is that going? It goes all the way up there, all the way around. Yeah, we're going to need a new road for that. Good Lord. Road cargo, HODDESDON, and this is brick delivery. And if I remember right, Hodston is this kind of strong blue there. So we'll get that going. and that should be fine. We are 100% going to need a new road for that. But what we'll do first is get this last one going, and this is just going to be up to Penzance right about there, and that should keep us pretty good. So road cargo, it is Penzance, and it's brick delivery. So that's all of those nicely sorted out. I think we're using that color for Penzance. We absolutely are. Let's get that new road. Let's get that new road, because Hodston is very, very disconnected right now. So it looks like a road went through here once upon a time. That's kind of cool. Let's just go with a nice country road here. We'll bring it sort of out in a nice straight line. We'll continue it in a bit of a straight line, and then we'll sort of just do this. It kind of cuts down, sort of following that old path, I guess. We'll continue it straight through the forest, and then I'm just going to sort of curve it, I guess, to about, well, maybe a nice straight line for now, and then connect it here, and that should be good. So that seems solid. I'm pretty sure. Yep, that does cut down the journey time, which is fantastic. That's what we were looking for. So now we just need trucks that can bring the slag down to the bricks, and then the bricks to everywhere else. So let's go to Selby. Let's go ahead and get these guys, and we'll get, I'm honestly going to get 20 of them because I can. And these are the ones that are moving the slag. So let's have a bit of a look. Is it a Selby line that does the slag to thingy to thingy? It absolutely is. Slag to thingy to thingy. That is man, I've done YouTube for a long time. I don't think my commentary has I don't think my commentary has ever been better, to be quite honest with you. Oh my god, I have peaked. It's all downhill from here. It is all downhill from here. This channel is all downhill from here. It will never rise to this moment again, ever. For as long as I may do this. Are we doing the thingy to thingy? My god. All right. Good lord. All right, we'll get that set up as well. And so now we should have everything going now. I'm pretty sure. I think. How are we looking down here? So we have, oh wow, we got a lot of stuff here. Not bad. We do have production going as well, which is fantastic news. We've got all these guys coming out as well, which is fantastic news. So production is happening. This guy, what is the rate on this line? 556. So it's all, the one ship is, oh my god. Okay, this was a good idea. This was a good idea. I'm just saying. This was a fantastic idea. I'm almost tempted to set up this coal mine to actually work and start bringing more coal down here, but that might be a little bit excessive. I'll be honest. That might be a little bit unnecessary. Good lord. Good lord. What am I doing? What am I doing? So I guess while this is all getting going, what we can go ahead and do is start looking at a way to connect Selby together a little bit more than it is right now. We can get some public transport lines going around here, and I think that's going to be good for the town. So we'll get that new road in there. We'll take that old road out, and we'll go ahead and set up some of the good old bus and tram stops around here as well. The autosave's kind of killing me, but there we go. So what we'll do, I think, is, I guess this will go up to here. We'll come over this way. We can maybe come down. Honestly, I'm going to just stick to the outskirts for now, I think, just so we get a really good bit of coverage, especially if the town ends up growing. So I think a little something right about here. And I think that'll be pretty solid for Selby. I also want to do the same thing in Hodston as well. So let's go down here. Let's go to here. Let's go to the main streets. We'll come up to about here. I would like to go up and around, but we'll just sort of cut straight across. We'll come down into this space, down onto that road, and that should be fine for Hodston. Same thing for Penzance. I want to get this all connected together as nicely as I possibly can. So you guys connect like that. You guys connect like that. These guys connect to about there. And that gives us a nice little outline that we can follow with a whole bunch of bus and tram stops as well. I'd almost be tempted to convert a lot of these streets for trams, but I don't really think we need them. I think buses will do just fine. And then the other one was good old Kesgrave, which is a bit of a weird layout. But we can go ahead and just send some buses around this as well. Again, it's just a bit of a connection. I'm not going to go too crazy with Kesgrave, though. I'm going to keep it relatively basic. So just a bit more of an inner loop on that one. And I suppose what we'll do is go to lines. We'll go to line here and just sort of outline Kesgrave as best we possibly can. That seems like a decent little loop right there. So that is going to be road passengers, and it is Kesgrave, Kesgrave, and it's just loop number 1. So we'll go ahead and paint that up to be, I guess, bright green, and that'll be fine. And then it's the same thing for Penzance and all the other towns as well. Just a very, very simple loop around them. And what I would like to do is try and get some buses going between these towns as well. So let's see, Penzance, Penzance loop 1 right there. And it is going to be that nice dark red color. Same thing with, where is Hodston? It's right down here. Yeah, I want to try and get some buses going between these guys. I'm not really too interested in expanding trains out this way just yet. It is something I'd like to do at some point. I just don't think there's any real rush for it. So let's see here. Hoddesdon, Hodston loop 1. And then the other one was good old Selby. Good old Selby. So get this new line in here, making sure that we don't skip any of the stops. Only 7 of them in Selby, which is totally fine. 7 for Selby. And this is good old Selby. All right. And again, better not be pronounced Selby. I'm going to be really upset if it is. But that's all of the loops done, which is good. I think the only thing really left to do here is going to be to connect these guys together as best we can. Now, we have a few options. We can go Selby to Hodston. We could probably do Selby to Penzance as well. I guess like a little triangle between these 3, and then Kesgrave to Penzance can be just a back and forth. I think that's maybe the way to go. So, new line, I guess. And it's going to be, I guess it should be this road or this road. I probably, I really don't know. I really don't know which one to go for. Let's just do that one back there, I guess. It's just any random line will do the job. And then we'll go to here. So that should loop around fine. So that is road passengers. And I guess it's just Selby, HODD, like Selby to Hodston. And that'll be fine. And we'll just paint these all the same color. So we'll go for like a nice, let's just do like a nice bright yellow between all of these guys. So Selby to Hodston is good. I guess now Selby to Penzance is the next one. And I kind of want to use the same station for it. So from Windsor Road, going all the way up to, I'm going to say this one probably. And that'll be fine. So that's also going to be bright yellow. Road passengers, and it's Selby to Penzance is what we'll call that. So that's those 2 done. And then we just need Hodston to Penzance as well, which is mostly going to be the same road, I realize, unless I build a new one, which I'm probably going to have to do. So new line, we want to go from here, and we want to go to, I think it was this one. And that's road passengers. It is Penzance / Hodston is what we'll call that. So get that painted bright yellow as well. I 100% think we need a new road. 100% think we need it, because otherwise those buses are pointless. So let's upgrade all of this. We'll just reconnect those guys in just a second. We'll bring this guy straight through. In fact, just bring that guy right to there. Might be the way to do it. That actually 100% is the way to do it. So that right there is fine. And then this guy just shoots straight through there. And that seems fine. I need to smooth this out a little bit because it looks terrible, but that is basically the way to connect those guys together. 100% that's the way to do it. We got the line going back and forth. Not bad. So that's our little triangle between those towns. Now all we need to do is go from, I guess, here, Church Road, out to Kesgrave. So we'll go to, I guess, that stop right there. Should be fine. And that is road passengers. It is Penzance / I guess, Kesgrave. is what we'll do, and that'll be all right. So bright yellow as well. So that's a way for people to get around all of these towns. That's what we're looking for, is a way for people to get around. All we need to do now is go to Selby and get some buses. So buy some vehicles, passengers, these guys. We'll get, I don't want to do 40 of them. Although we have got 4 loops to do, and then the 4 separate lines as well. So let's actually, yeah, let's do 40 of them. Let's buy 40 of these buses. That seems like a great idea. Paint them all bright yellow. And then I need to go 5 by 5 on each of them and assign them to all these new lines. This is going to be a nightmare because I have so much scrolling to do. Oh, wow, that didn't take long at all. Hodston already wants food, which is amazing news. It's also got this ugly road going on. Oh my God, that is disgusting looking. It's kind of interesting, but disgusting looking nonetheless. It is cool though that this place wants food. That's actually a really good sign, and it's growing. It's going for 695 people, so having these buses connecting everything together is kind of cool. This place is aiming for 575. Let's have a little bit of a look at Selby, aiming for 427. That's pretty cool. And then Kesgrave is aiming for 551. So they're all growing. They're all doing what we wanted them to do. That is fantastic news. That's always good. We probably should connect up to Winchelsea as well, now that I think about it. So Winchelsea to Penzance would be a reasonable little shout there, since we did do some stuff with this place today. So let's go and connect some roads together. We'll go ahead and get these guys connected just like so. We'll go ahead and connect this guy straight through here like so. And we'll go ahead and connect you guys together just like so as well. And then we'll get some bus stops. So down here, right to about there, right to about there, all the way up to here. We'll cut across like this, go up to there, go around, go down. And I feel like I'm missing a spot. Yep, missing this spot over on the side as well. Beautiful. So this will be our loop for Winchelsea, is what it'll be. And that'll get people around this town and hopefully get them a little bit happier and get a little bit of growth going on here. So road passengers, Winchelsea, and I guess loop number 1. And we'll get this painted up in that lovely blue color right about there. Not the same shade of blue, unfortunately. Is it that one? It absolutely is. Okay. So that's that sorted. We now want to go and get, I guess, some passengers. I probably should turn this into an actual bus stop, but we're going to just do it this way for now because I'm lazy. And we'll bring people into, I'm going to say there. Should be just fine. In fact, that's terrible. Let's not do that. Let's go to there instead. No, I really don't want it U-turning. That's kind of my problem. There's what I want. So that'll be road passengers, and it's Penzance to Winchelsea. And that's all right. We'll get that painted up bright yellow. We'll go ahead and buy 10 more buses and put them on those lines. And I think this time what we'll do is get the buses from, I guess, well, I was going to say not from down in Selby, but by the looks of it, that's going to be the closest, unless there's a road depot in here. I can't really tell though. Hodston also now wants machines. Hodston's growing very quickly. That is not the town I was expecting to grow that quickly, but apparently that's what's going on. Let's go and buy some vehicles. Let me get 10 of these guys and let's paint them up in bright yellow. So 5 of them are going to go onto, let's see, where's Winchelsea? There it is. So if I zoom right in here, there is actually a little eye right there that you can click, so you can only show visible lines. So Penzance to Winchelsea, and then Winchelsea loop. There we go. So we're all sorted. People can now move around there, which is fantastic. People can move around down here, which is fantastic. We should have growth across the board. Penzance, I was hoping, was going to become sort of the new hub down here, but I guess not. And then looking up this way, I mean, man, look at these cities. 3,209, aiming for 4,200 or 3,421. Bingham aiming for 3,317. Whitworth aiming for Whitworth's dying actually. We might need to do something about Whitworth. Middlewich is dropping off as well. This one's dropping off a little bit as well. Interesting. All right, we might need to show a little bit of love to some of those places, but we'll see what's going on. Got a lot of slag and a lot of steel sitting around. Got a lot of this going on as well. Not bad. What are we looking at here? So consumer is 100 and 100. This guy's producing pretty well. So let me have a look at these lines. Let me pin you. You are currently a rate of 130 and you are currently a rate of 86. Interesting. I might just need to get more vehicles on these lines, but for now, honestly, I think we can leave it there. We've got some bricks going around. We got some people going around. We got some steel going around. We got some tools going around. This feels like it was a really productive episode. And I also got a boat, which is really cool. So I'm really excited about that. Really, really excited about that one. So I guess that's what we're going to do. We're going to leave it there for today. Thank you so much for watching, everybody. It has been an absolute pleasure as always. And as always, I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.